TTML. It is me, Dexyman, ready for another season of madness, this time in no other, but look at it, the Honda Type R Civic. Bellissima, love that car. Didn't have the exact car, but I did have a B16A2 engine, I think. I had on the CRX Del Sol SRI import, yeah, for my sins. And as you can see, our guy Liam New is rocking the Bingley Mega Chippy livery. Is it Bingley, Bentley? I don't know, but yeah, rocking it. So here we are, back again for quite a big season and on GT7. Let me just let everyone know I'm now live. Excellent stuff. So that was meant to happen. Don't worry, things are prepared. Things have to be different now in Gran Turismo 7 because it's not as a complete game as Gran Turismo Sport, even though it took ages to come out and then has had numerous updates and nothing done about it. But we shall not talk about these things. We shall go and spectate again, as we have a couple of new faces that I want to show you. As you can see, obviously, we have Rob Schauner there in the Benson and Hedges livery on that Civic. Now, I don't know if it's just me who's getting this, but there's a lot of this sort of, yeah, this sort of, as you can see, it's like net coding, but it's not. It's just, everyone seems to be glitching a little sideways every now and again. Now, I don't know, I'm guessing that's not on, it's on every single drive. Yeah, it is. I wonder if that's then dependent on their speed. Look, I don't know if this is a GT7 thing or a V thing. We'll have to look into this afterwards, but let us know if you guys have any suggestions or anything else. Evening, Ashley, how you doing, my man? Evening, Kelly. The gold and black Simbrick car. That is a bit of a sexy car, I'm not gonna lie. That is our Ethan Graham's, I believe. My mouse will work back to where I need to go. So let's go through some of them. Driver number 2. I believe that's Rob Schauner, isn't it? It's got OnlyFans livery. Oh, I love you, Rob. You are a funny mofo, my man. You are a funny mofo. Right, and in front of him, our guy from the USA, John Thompson, rocking his red and, what is it? Oh, he's got Spam livery. Oh, even better, look at that. Spam, OnlyFans. What else can we do, guys? Let's have a look. Ethan Graham in the gold and silver grey livery there. He doesn't seem to be glitching as much. Well, no, you notice it when you get around the corners. Well, we're going to put up with this for now. Ethan Graham, as I said, Liam New on a, hold on. Liam's got a different livery than he had earlier. Or am I? Oh no, Captain Slow, someone else. It's Captain Slow Lewis Edwards, I think it is. Let me know again in the chat. Lobbies are very laggy by nature, there we go. So it's just, I'm getting lobbies are laggy by nature in the chat from our hostess with the mostest. Captain Slow there. Liam New with Evil Dragon. What else we got? We got one of our new drivers here, Edible Stew. He's just rocking a really nice old school second era Honda Mugen, because that used to be there. Let's see, that was their tuning division back in the original days. I don't know what it is now, because it'll be Mugen for all I know, but that is what he's rocking there. Onto there, Adam Piper. I don't even know what brand that is there. I didn't see that. What's that? J something. As usual, very fancy, very fruity. And just behind him, another new driver by the name of Joseph Willows. Into the hairpin they go. A bit of a late dive there to try and get maybe a straighter exit speed out of that corner. So, again, with Gran Turismo 7 being as broke as it is being broke, we have to do things a bit differently. In previous races, we have done the format of qualifying, 20-minute race, and then we'd have a second race, which would then be a reverse order of the results from race 1. So if you won race 1, you congratulations, you start back of the pack at the beginning of race 2. Gran Turismo 7 doesn't give us that luxury, so what we are now doing is, I believe it's 5 or 10 minutes of just these guys doing laps around the track for now to establish literally the fastest times. I don't know if I can see you. No, it doesn't give me. Oh, that's annoying. It used to give me the timing. See, it doesn't even give me the timing option like it used to in Gran Turismo Sport. But there we go. Let's turn on the racing go on, see what it does. Oh, I see. So that gives the gears. Let's go just that one there, perfect. So yeah, for the time being, we're just going to sit tight and see who can push out the fastest lap, which will only be shown at the moment by the fastest lap indicator at the bottom. So we'll know who the very fastest one's going to be, but we don't know who's going to be second or third or fourth until this race starts, I believe. I think that's what we're going to do. Ashley, in the chat, if you think I'm incorrect, let me know, but you're going to be qualifying at the moment, so you can't tell me. Any of you guys watching or want to chime in and let me know? I ain't got a clue either, but here we go. This is the wonders and the beauties of Gran Turismo 7 on the old PS5. Why has it got a barrier around it as well? Let's move that bit that way. Oh, great. Right. There we go. Let's come off the screen build. Well, I've got to just sit behind one of these drivers and see what we can do. Go on board with Captain Slow. I believe is Lewis Edwards. He's normally one of our fastest drivers out there. I can never remember his actual gamer tag. As he comes up to the first corner, no, he's not, he's on the hairpin. In that last third sector, hammering it down the hill. I'm guessing everyone can go pretty much flat out here. You don't need to worry about back end switching out here. They're all front wheel drive cars. Up, round, hug that coping, over the hill, and then back down to start the next lap. So 1:38.8. For Lewis Edwards there, we'll get them slow, which is, oh yeah, look at this, it's really juttery, really juttery. I'm going to find it hard to commentate to this just because I don't know if someone's actually going for a move or it's this thing stuttering. On board here with Xavier McIntosh, a legend of a driver, one of the two AXR drivers that compete with us on the regular. It is him and Rob Schowler, we can see down here. He's the one repping the Benson and Hedges. Oh, I see. So if that's him, I don't know which the other club is, but number driver 2. Call him OnlyFans. Because, you know, you pay for what you get, let's just be honest with you. I wonder if I can see if there's a timing board here, or does that not let me see anything here either? No? Okay. Interesting. Don't type chat, text, no, go away. So, I'm trying to, that's it, there's their display assist controller center. No, don't want to do any of those, don't do any of those. seems, guys. Unfortunately, this is literally the only thing we can do, which is just sit on one of the drivers as they go around doing their current qualifying and go from there. Well, this is the 10-minute marker, so hopefully it's going to be the end of it for now. See what goes on from there. Okay, so when the clock reaches 10 minutes at the bottom left, we'll start from there. Ironically, I don't think I get that view. Oh, this is shambles polyphony. Oh, here we go. 10 seconds till we start, people. Accordingly. Does it have any numbers or anything this way? No, it doesn't. Oh, you're joking me. I was about to say, it's not going to let me watch what's going on. Okay, so here we go. Race starts off with Captain Slow at the beginning, Xavier McIntosh second, then John Thompson, followed by Ethan Graham. Fifth is Katinaz, then sixth is the guy from OnlyFans. Rob Schauler is in seventh, eighth is Liam Yu, then Joseph Willows in ninth, followed by Adam Pipe in 10th and Ashley Sharp in 11th. 12th is Edible Stew, and away they all go. Watch the front pack as they dive into this first corner. Not too much shoving and poking. John Thompson may be managing to squeeze up into second. No, he can't. He's going to hold on to that third position for the time being. And the front three are going to stay as they are, followed by Ethan Graham in fourth. OnlyFans in fifth. Katinaz down into sixth. And oh, who took the side swipe there? Someone went rogue. That was definitely somebody. I think that was Liam Yu. Some smoke coming from the engine area for a little while after that crash, so he's dropped down to 11th. Edible Stew is in 12th. Plenty of time to catch everyone up. And we are currently watching the race for first and second. Still in the lead is Captain Slow, still following. Why is the display stuff? Oh, because I left it. Oh, this is annoying. Right, sorry guys. I'm actually going to get rid of all that malarkey. Let's go here. Display, markers, names. Off. So here we go. Captain Slow leading it, followed by Xavier McIntosh, then Ethan Graham. Now up into third. Has made his way past John Thompson in the spam car. Getting closed in by our OnlyFans in fifth. Excuse me, hiccup going on there. Katinaz down in sixth. He's normally up with the top five, so seeing him at the back of that pecking order is a shock to see. Then we have the backpack there being at the moment scrapped away at the beginning of, with Rob Schauler. Adam Piper just losing out to that a moment ago. He's now down to 8th. Then we got Ashley Sharp just behind, Joseph Willows in 10th and Liam Yu in 11th, and then Edible Stew at the very back there, just shooting a bit wide on the exit or entrance of that apex into the corner. Still with the fastest opening lap, it was, I think it is Lewis Edwards. Real big slide there as they go round to the second right-hander, break in and push out through that apex, long back straight to that sharp hairpin, and this is where the slipstream counts. Unfortunately for McIntosh, he's just not in that slipstream. Who else is in that though? No one at the moment I can see. Oh, hold on. OnlyFans is gaining a bit of slip on John Thompson here. Not too much though. Braking in they go. Heavy braking, which has pushed Thompson wide on the exit of that corner, and also Katinaz, but OnlyFans managed to get a good exit on that, but I say that, it seems that Katinaz is still right up behind him. I'm finding it very awkward to do it with the lagging. It's really weird. In some corners it doesn't fly, in others it doesn't. Away they go. Everything, there's so much going on. Right, Adam Piper being challenged by Rob Showler. He dives up the inside. Showler goes and says if he can do the switch back up the inside, up the hill. He has done. Piper back down into 8th now. Ashley Sharp still holding that 9th position, and Liam New up into now 10th. Wants to see if he can take that place back from Ashley, but Joseph Willows wants to see what he can do. Oh, some bumpies there going there. I saw Liam definitely caught the back end of Ashley Sharp. That sent him into the corner and sent Liam off to the other side. Both of them not lost too much in regards to space and position, so it carries on. Let's see what's going up front. Captain Slow still repping the Bigley Chippy. It's not been taken out yet. Xavier McIntosh is staying very up close behind him, especially on this back straight. Can he do anything to dive him? Oh, he's claiming that inside line now in towards the hairpin. Side by side they go. Could this be a challenge for first place? It looks like it's going to be breaking. Who's going to outdo them? And there's nothing Captain Slow can do but give way. But McIntosh has really overshot that, braked far too late, dived into the corner, and has lost that first place straight back. Beeping horns. It's going to be brilliant fun. We've got beeping horns and Grand Rapids 7 now. Nothing more can be infuriating on trying to stream, but hear people beeping in the background. Side by side they go down towards turn 1 now. Over the hill and down. Is it going to be another late breaking? Oh, it was a bit of a late breaking and a slight touch on the edge of Captain Slow, but both of them held it for the time being. It has been Jokerman, which holds the first place into the sets of S's. A little tap there by Captain Slow, both of them been love kisses each way. Oh God! And that is Xavier McIntosh collecting that wall, and then the latter wall. And with that, Captain Slow's gone back in front of him for the time being. Ethan Graham not managed to take advantage of any of the shenanigans going on in front of him. The only thing he has been able to do is close down that gap. So let's see if anything can happen in the next. I can't remember how many laps it is now. Well, it's 20 minutes, so however long's left of this race. I've just realised, do we even have a countdown timer for the no, we don't. We did have that on the last one. Well, we do. We've got the 5-minute one in the bottom right hand corner, so we can see how long has passed. So we've got 10 minutes, 6 minutes into this 20-minute race, leaving us just under 15 minutes left. And hopefully a scrappy 15 minutes of that. Oh, contact there, Katinas and OnlyFans. Oh, what happened? Oh no, we've had lots of shenanigans to the back here. Liam Yu absolutely straight into the wall, sending him back to 11th. And Ashley Sharp's had something going on with him in his Poundland car, as he's now back at 12th. And Edible Stew has actually got up into 10th, with Joseph Willows up into 9th. Look at those two, Adam Piper trying to catch up with Rob Showler to the top 6. A bit of a gap between those two and the top 6, nearly basically 2 seconds. OnlyFans at the back of that front pack in 6th position, trying to catch up with Katinas, who's managed to get in front of him there. Katinas now up into 5th, but is catching the barrier, and that gave OnlyFans the way through. But he did go wide. Is that going to push OnlyFans into the wall? No, but it has given Katinas that 5th position back. Oh, blimey, it's literally the lag. I don't know if it's this man driving the cars as it is watching them, but I'll tell you, if it is, these guys are going to be having a horrendous time. Absolutely horrendous. For the time being, OnlyFans is now back up into 5th. Katinas is back in 6th, and it is John Thompson holding on to this 4th position, as he has done now for the majority of this race. Gap between him and Ethan Graham ever increasing, now up to 2.8 seconds. And Ethan just looking to see when he can make that good manoeuvre out of that corner. It seems that as much as these are fun little cars, even if you try and take it slow, the hill on that hairpin makes the back end still want to twitch round. So it doesn't matter if you push it too hard or you try and go a bit slow, the back end tries to swing round here. And it is Xavier McIntosh, which is actually the fastest lap so far of this race at 1:35.225, with 12 minutes left. this is... I don't know about you guys. I'm enjoying it, but the jitteriness hurt my eyes. Come on, Ethan, says Kelly. So we may have a biased fan in our chat here. Hi, Kel, how you doing? Are you the better half of well, Ethan? I'm guessing. Yeah, but you are. How you doing? You all right? Wishing on your lad. He's up in the third, and he's sixth in a slipstream behind Lewis Edwards. Wants to see if he can make a dive down the inside here. Anything venture, nothing gained. Ethan looking to see if he can dive up into second, in through the hairpin. Down they go. Takes the inside line. Oh no! Captain Slow just back end got away from him there, and that's dropped him back into third position. So Lindsay will definitely be happy in the chat. Up into second place, Ethan goes. See if he can cement that lead, or cement that second, and hold on to it for the rest of this first race. I'm just wondering, I can also hear background music. There is background music. I didn't realise there'd be background music to this as well. I might have to change this, but there we go. See what else is going on. Spam's down there. The rest of the drivers are all coming along. OnlyFans has got back in front of Katina, so he's managed to stay in front of Katina since we last seen him, and he's actually increased the gap between him and Katina. So squeezed one between him and John Thompson down to now only 1.6 seconds. It was nearly 2 when I last saw him. John Thompson also still sitting at that. So maybe squeezed a tenth of a second off. It was 2.8, now it's 2.7. Gone back up to 2.8 again between him and the first and any of the podium positions. For the time being, not much else going on. Everyone else is sort of settled into their rhythm, settled into their flow. The main fight is happening up front, and it is, oh no, it's McIntosh. See, McIntosh hit the wall there, and even though Ethan Graham was nowhere near him, he corrected his position to make sure he didn't get hit by him. So I'm guessing it's just as laggy driving as it is watching the live feed here. Because God blimeys, there's nearly a nudge into the wall there for Xavier McIntosh by Mr. Slow. And watch out in the inside, who's come up from all of this? Oh dear. Oh dear. Is Ethan Graham. He's up in the first, but can he take... Oh, Xavier, no he can't. Xavier just managed to hold on to it. Oh, bumping and swerving and bumping. Oh, this is just dodging cars here from the looks of it. Drop down in second, hug the inside of this wall here. You don't want to put too much acceleration on so you can see that definite exit and then plan it down. McIntosh taking that first place back from Graham. Graham now still in second, and Captain Slow in third for the time being. Everyone else starting to pile up behind John in fourth. Little Q is getting here for the second pack. John Thompson still leading that though. But look at that, OnlyFans has closed that gap down to only half a second. It was 1.6 a moment ago. Now it's down to 0.3. So stuff can happen here. Not much else happened behind. Let's see what's carrying on up front. Still Xavier McIntosh, hold on to first position. And Lewis Edwards is really tight up close behind him. Not much else they can do here as we go past the halfway marker we did a few moments ago into the 13th minute of this race. Lewis Edwards wants to see if he can just get that front right wing up into his rear quarter panel and start seeing if he can nudge past him. And that'll really help when you go through these S's. And especially throughout, you don't need to, so it's going to run wide on the corner and do it that way, as Ethan Graham just did there. All you got to do now is make sure you keep that door shut and that's what he will tend to do. John Thompson still in 4th. OnlyFans now up behind him. 0.3 of a second. Still tucked up behind him is Katinaz. The shadow he's not managed to lose so far today. OnlyFans. But Katinaz is right there. Then you've got the other AXR driver far behind in 7th. A good 8 seconds behind his teammate. 8.2 seconds, crazy. Adam Piper in 8th. And a little battle here with Joseph Willows and Edible Stew. Our 2 newbies. See how they come up to this hairpin, if anything can be done here. Edible Stew looking to go down on the inside. Trying to outbreak him, he hasn't done. He just wants to keep it tidy. Oh, has caught back up a little bit, but it's given him enough space to tuck back in there and go that way. And look at Ashley catching up in the background there. And the fight has continued, and while up and away, it seems Ethan Graham's now dropped back down into 3rd. Now Ethan, no! Get that Bingley chimney back. We are into our last 5 minutes nearly. Probably get about 15 laps. So no, probably going to get 14 laps out of this last 5 minutes. Sorry, we'll get 14 laps in total out of this last 5 minutes, so another 4 laps including this one. Oy. Surprising how much just a stuttery effect on here can really throw my conscience. Go on Ethan, says Dr. Simpson. Lots of fans out there for Ethan Graham. We'll keep on this front 3. And no late dive bombs at the moment. Nice wide line done by Ethan there. Taking as much of the curb as possible, trying not let the back end to touch out on him. Get as much speed round and on this back straight. Try and get the slipstream of the other Civic in front of him and close him down as much as possible. What's going on here? Lo and behold, John Thompson has lost his 4th position and he's dropped now back down to 6th, and it is now OnlyFans with Katinaz. Katinaz actually starting to really challenge him now going into turn 1. Going for the wider line. See if he can perform a cutback. He can't just yet. I don't know why I'm getting these hiccups, I do apologise. And these two hold it as it is for the time being. Catch back up with the first 3. Not much has changed for the time being. Xavier is holding on to that first position. He's not letting Captain Slow catch back up with him at least easily to try and take that spot back. So Ethan Graham's just going to sit behind him and see if he can keep in the toe of Captain Slow. Pardon the pun. So far, no one's beat the fastest lap time of Xavier McIntosh of 1:33.225. So see what can happen there. Action behind us as OnlyFans is defending on the inside against Katinaz. Katinaz again going for the wider line, going for the cutback. See if he can do anything. He goes for it. Little tap there sends him to a further line on the track. I don't know if that means he can just get past. He does just get past. And I don't know what, okay, it seems that Nearview left and then rejoined the room again. I don't know if he got lag disconnected or not. OnlyFans on the outside here. Katinaz having to defend on the inside. He's had to. A little clash of wing mirrors, but nothing too serious as they go back up the hill. John Thompson waiting in the wings there. He knows there's a fight going on ahead of him. He knows if he bides his time, he could just get 2 places given to him at one point. And these guys are going at it real close. Look how close they're getting to that barrier. And oh dear. John Thompson just getting on the inside of OnlyFans there and just giving him a love tap on the back end, sending his back end wide. and that's sent OnlyFans back to 6th and John Thompson to 5th. What has happened up front? Everything's happened up front. Ethan Graham is jumped up to 2nd. That means somehow Xavier McIntosh dropped back down to 3rd. That leaves Lewis Edwards and Ethan Graham for 1st and 2nd at the moment. And it's Lewis Edwards has actually now blinded us with the fastest lap. He's done a fastest lap that anyone's done so far tonight with a 1:31.7. Now let me repeat that, sorry. It's pretty much a 1:31 dead. We're talking about 7/100ths of a second here. Literally nothing. So, blitzing the field. And this could be our final lap now. 19 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. It's either going to be the final lap or the penultimate lap. Stick with these two for the time being. Unfortunately, I don't think McIntosh is going to catch up with those guys with a 2.5 second gap between him and third place Ethan Graham. What's happened with everything below us? John Thompson's managed to get back up into 5th. And oh yes, OnlyFans is still back down to 6th. Oh no! Rob Schowler, he's hit the wall, and with that we have got temporary damage on, and his engine was definitely a bit buggered for that moment in time. Whoopsie, I don't know if want to use words, I don't know if this is being demonetised, I apologise. It seems that there is at least a back battle between Ashley Sharp and Adam Piper as well. So it is the final lap, 13 laps in. Round the hairpin they go. Not much is going to be touched on by Lewis Edwards. All the top 3 racers are going to be pretty clear. So's Katina, so's John Thompson, so's our OnlyFans driver. The last battle going on here is between Edible Stew, our 2 newies, Joseph Willows and Edible Stew, looking in for their Captain Slows won it, Ethan Graham 2nd, Joker Man, Xavier McIntosh is in 3rd, so congratulations to those guys. It seems that Joseph Willows has got to win this fight and keep his 8th position. Edible Stew down in 9th as they go up across the finish line now. And that is nearly everyone done apart from Ashley Sharp and Adam Piper. There we go. Everyone across the finish line, and congratulations to our race winner, which is Captain Slow. Started in pole, finished in pole. That's how we like to do it. A bit of manoeuvring throughout the rest of that race. But that is what's happening there. So, you can now, this is the setup we've got now. There'll be another 10 minutes of racing or practice laps done by our drivers. And then that will determine the starting order, like in the first race, for race 2. I'm going to leave you, if I can, with the race results from this race. I'm not sure if I can. I could do this before. No, I can't in this game. This game is brilliant. Buy this game now. I have trouble with these tyres. Oh, brilliant. Love it. Right, okay. So, replays. Room's being prepared. Here we go. So here we go. The track is back open and our guys are now going to watch. People are definitely saying we should have stayed on sport. Adam Piper. I think it's one of those, Adam, mate, that you never know how bad it is until you get on it and try it, do you? And unfortunately, it's pretty bad, but hey ho, right. I'm going to keep you watching John Thompson for the time being while I give myself a quick toiletry break before race 2. Right, so we are back. Look at that. False starts will be 3 lines due to brilliant stuff. So, repeat from race 2. Qualifying is Captain Slow, Joe Command 6, Rob Adams in 3rd, and away they go. We'll catch up with the rest of them. And I've got to turn off the driver number. Oh, this is straight in this game, I tell you. Right, driver names off. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, and here we go. So they get Ethan Graham. Sorry, Xavier McIntosh. Currently watching him in 2nd. Well, up to 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd between him and Rob Adams, the guy who is our OnlyFans driver. They are battling it for the top 3 further down the pecking order. We've got a lot of argy-bargy with Ethan Graham having it off. Not having it off, having a good old ding-dong with Adam Piper, caught the back end of that. So he's now been pushed back down from 4th to 5th, now down to 6th. And it seems that it's him and Rob Schauler battling it away between the 5th and 6th position. Just behind those two is Katinas, then Edward Stew, Ashley Sharp in 9th, Liam Yu in 10th, John Thompson all the way back down in 11th, and then Joseph Willows in 12th. Let's see if you can catch back up to the rest of us. So it is Lewis Edwards that is in 1st position, already getting a 2nd gap there. Guys, work together, catch him up, don't let him take over. Rob Adams in 2nd position. Our OnlyFans man with Xavier McIntosh right up his chopper. Let's see what he can do. This is another 20 minutes of absolute carnage. It is. I've been in touch with the guys about this during the race, or during the break, and our guy Rob Adams said this about it. There we go. It should be called Laguna Sega. If you missed that joke pun, you can only get other brilliant dad jokes and terrible material here on this channel on a Thursday evening between 8 and 9. There you go. So, I was also going to say, I've not really said too much about her. So, if you do like this, if you are new, if you've just listened in for the first time, if you're Ethan Graham's missus and you think you can challenge him in this game, I reckon you can, love. Come join us. Show him up. It'd be brilliant. I'd encourage it. I will give you lessons. See what can be done. Anything else being said in chat at the moment? Not too much. Bear me a second while I am making myself. Civic, there we go. You there. You there. Lovely jumpers, so. Here we go, so here we are. Argy-bargy there. Oh, blimey. Oh, no! Right, I'm going to catch back up with the 2nd pack. There's just as much stuff going on this race than others. So, Rob Schauer actually managed to catch up. He's in 4th position this race. Up into the top 5 where he normally likes to be. Wants to catch up to his current teammate in 2nd place. He's in 4th. Adam Piper just behind him in this sort of 2nd little mid-pack that we've got. Adam Piper followed by Katinas, followed by Ethan Graham in 7th. Followed at the back of this little mid-pack here. Ashley Sharp slowly starting to catch him there. A little bit of a gap, but it's just managed to close that down. Really good exit on turn 1 there up the hill. And this is where he can catch up to some of these guys if they start getting sloppy through this next set of S's. And when you're fighting like you can be, sloppiness can come quite easily around these. Everyone holding their own through the corners at the main moment. Why can't I speak? I don't know. And the fight for 1st, 2nd and 3rd continue. Lewis Edwards really catching the edge of that wall there, but holding on to 1st position. Xavier McIntosh now up to 2nd, and it is unfortunately Rob Adams who's now dropped back down into 3rd in his OnlyFans livery car. Good 2-second gap between the top 3 and then the 2nd pack for the time being. Oh no! What on earth happened there with Ethan Graham? For him to touch, that's like the back straight, so what made him catch a wall, I don't know. Ashley Sharp's going to say thank you to that though, because he's going to catch up and be in slipstream with that lot. Adam Piper Wants to see what we can do to get past Katinas and Rob Schauler, who are just in front of him. Up and down they go, closing that gap down from point 2 to point 1. Not much can be done at the moment. Oh, here we go. Katinas looking to break down the inside line. See if he can squeeze out. Oh, he did. He managed to tap a bit of Rob Schauler there, and that sent Rob off, and that actually made perfect lines for Adam Piper to come through. And Ethan Graves wants to see if he can come through in between them. Can't. He's been caught out by the sets of messes, but he's managed to squeeze past Rob Schauler, so he's now up into 6th position. Schauler's now down into 7th. And we're currently on board with Katinas, who is in 5th position, trying to catch back up to Adam Piper. Much happening up front. I can see everyone is in relatively the same order that I've left them in. But we'll have a catch back up now as they head back down this back straight. And McIntosh in a real good position to see if he can try and dive bomb into the entrance of this hairpin. Really wide track as well, so definitely left open to do so. Is Lewis Edwards going to cover it off? No, he's not. He's going to leave it open. That's going to leave McIntosh the option. Keeps on his rear quarter panel. Keeps on that rear quarter panel. Gives himself about literally neck and neck here. And it looks like Lewis Edwards just exited that corner with just a bit more zip, a bit more bravado. And he's gone into first for the time being. Well, as they head back down, up and down the hill. Across the start-finish line. To see, oh, look at that, 100th of a second in it. See what happens here. Again, inside line done by Xavier McIntosh. Oh, and touched a little bit of the front quarter panel there of Lewis Edwards, and that's just popped it back down to second. So stuff has changed up top. Rob Adams wants to see if he can sneak past Lewis Edwards while he can as well. Door's been shown him. Katinas still leading this pack here. No, sorry. He's leading the pack. It was Adam Piper. Adam Piper's now dropped back down into 5th. Ethan Graves managed to squeeze back up into 6th. And still, Rob Schauler is down in 7th. Ashley Sharp in 8th. Liam New 9th. John Thompson 10th. Edible Stew in 11th. And then at the back here in 12th is Joseph Willows. He's to catch up with a little bit of a 3.5 second gap between him and the rest of them. And McIntosh is doing his best to extend that lead as much as possible. And he is doing. There isn't really a slipstream advantage being played here. No, nothing that anyone can really take advantage of here, so diving into the corner. Lewis Edwards taking that a little wide. And leaving himself prey to the likes of, oh, down it, oh, look at that, Katinas. Absolutely mucked up that corner, had to hit the wall to get him back in line. Still in front though, Lewis Edwards now up into 5th position, got past Adam Piper. And that's got all of them bunched up now. So Ethan Graham, Adam Piper and Rob Schauler all joined in together here, with Ashley Sharp just lingering in the background. Wants to see what he can do. And we are 8 minutes through this 20-minute second segment. Rob Schauler wants to see if he can spook Ethan Graham. He hasn't done. Ethan just hugging that inside line. Adam Piper looks like he's taken a rather wide line there and lost out. And Rob Schauler could have got up into 6th. No, he hasn't. He's just... Oh, Adam has completely boobered up that corner. Oh dear, yep. Oh dear. Right, there's been some big old calamitous damage there. Adam Piper unfortunately hit Rob Schauler, which then sent Rob into the wall, but also Adam into the wall, then into another wall, which made him hit someone else. So he's dropped all the way back down to 11th. Schauler dropped all the way back down to 10th. I don't know who's managed to get back up in place, but it's Ashley Sharp who's come out the winner from that. I don't know who got caught by that. Someone got T-boned along there, but I don't know if they just ghosted through him or not. This view didn't really get me a good option for it, but there we go. Catch back up with this second pack. Katinas stretching out the advantage in 4th position. 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds difference between him and 5th place, Ethan Graham. Ethan Graham said, I'll take that challenge. I will take on that challenge. Current fastest lap in this race is Xavier McIntosh with 1:35.376. I need to somehow... How can I turn off this background music? This is ridiculous. There's so much going on. It's background music, there's the car noise, there's me trying to talk. I'm getting confused. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting confused. What the hell happened? Right, okay. Hold on to the top three. It is still St. Macintosh. It is still... Oh, what's happened there? Oh, Lewis Edwards. I don't know what's happened to you, son, but you must have caught a wall or something, because Rob Adams has just blown past you. Yes, he has. So that's really not helped out Lewis Edwards at all, because he's now 2 seconds back from second position Rob Adams. But Katina has loved this, because he's now only about a second away from him, so he can now smell a bit of blood in the water. Ethan Graham wanting to close down that gap between him and fourth place Katina has as well. Everything's starting to stretch. You can see in the map, the top right hand section, that everyone's starting to spread out. 2 packs of 2 trains have occurred. This is the end of the front train. We are dropping down to actually Sharpman's leading the second train back in 6th position with over half a race, sorry, under half a race to go. That is 9 minutes left on the clock. I think we got 14 laps last time, we'll get 14 laps this time. We're on 7 laps at the moment, so we're definitely on the halfway marker of this race. Everything's starting to spread out, calm down at this point. Sorry about that, I didn't realise I'd hit the mute button. And I was also checking to see if I could still see it lagging for a split second. I thought the lagging had stopped, but it is still there. I think it's just more prevalent when there's more drivers on a corner. You notice it a lot more when they're on the corners than when they're on the straights. It is something that is issue server side with the telephony stuff, so nothing we can do. How is everyone doing? So we've had a change. Oh yeah, it's still the same. It just seems that Xavier McIntosh has extended his lead massively, 1.6 seconds here, and it's Katinas that's actually lapping the fastest at the moment. Let's see where that guy is. He's currently in 4th, trying to catch up, 3rd place, and he's doing a bloody good job of it as well. Seems the 2 positions have caught up to the front pack. Ethan Graham just still in the tailwinds of that front pack. He hasn't caught up to the front 4 just yet. And it's seeming that Captain Slow's trying to take that 2nd position back. He has done. really good move on the inside there. Up through T1, through T2. Getting a bit of argy-bargy there from Rob Adams, but being able to hold it off. As you can see, the lag is everywhere. The lag is real. And some lovely drift around that corner there by Lewis Edmonds. Currently sat on the fastest lap, 1:35.179, not as fast as last lap, but only literally a 0.1 of a second off. So a couple of laps going on still. Catinaz is now on Rob Adams. Up and down the back straight. He's got the inside line on him. He could have him. He has done. He's up into third now. And he's got to take that first corner quite comfortably, I think. And there's not much that Rob Adams can do at this point here. He's just got to sit there and see if he can get a switch back on the corner if possible. I don't think he's going to be able to. He's looking to do it. He's getting up on the inside there, but just not enough to make it go into the next set of corners. Ashley Sharp is being taken on by the likes of John Thompson. John Thompson on the inside line there through T1. Neck and neck they go up into the next set of corners, and it is John Thompson who's had to tuck in behind him. Back into 7th position. Looks like Rob Showler is being challenged by the newbie, Edible Stew. For 8th and 9th positions as we enter the last 4 minutes of this race. Lap 11 of 14. Massive gap still there in first position. Not being closed down at all at the moment. And Catinaz has held on to that third position there. He'll be happy with the podium. Oh dear, Ethan Graham touched a bit of the wall on that hairpin, taking too much speed through that corner. I keep getting hiccups, this is very annoying. For the time being is John Thompson, who's up into 6th. Ashley Sharp's now dropped down to 7th. And he's looking to be challenged by the likes of Rob Showler there in 8th. Anything going to be done into T1? He is going to look to dive. He's dived, has he gone too deep? Not quite, no, he's managed to hold it. Not much can be done there by the Poundland car. Well, no, he has done a little tap on there. He's managed to get a bit of advantage on him, but he's back up into 7th position. It's Ashley Sharp. Not much being able to be done between Liam New and Edible Stew here as they fight away. And the fight really seems to be with these back set of cars here between 9th and 10th and 7th and 8th. These are where the fights are happening on the track for the last couple of laps. No dive into the corner here. Super laggy but pretty clean. It's untied there by Lewis Edmonds, by Liam New, sorry, behind. Some flashes there from Edible Stew trying to cut off his driver in front of him. Rob Showler going for the dive on the inside there. He has done. A bit of a kiss on the bum there, but actually sharping the way round. Is enough to carry him through? Isn't quite yet. Isn't quite yet. And it seems this is going to be the final lap. We only have 13 laps of this race. So this could be our end formation. Start from the beginning. The gap down between. Oh, hold on a second. It's changed. Katinas is now up into second. Slows up to first. What's happened to Xavier McIntosh? He's somehow dropped down to fourth. There's been a massive boo-boo by this man. And that's it. Right, okay, that's the end of it. They don't even go across the line. Okay, and that's it, yeah. Way, clapping. Another resounding success. We gave it a try on Gran Turismo 7. I don't know if they're going to continue it for the rest of the season, but congratulations to the two drivers tonight. It was, I think it was Captain Slow, both of those. No, it wasn't, sorry. I don't even know who they gave them. Second one too there, it should have been. It was Captain Slow, but for some reason saying joke about. You know what? I don't know anymore. I can't tell by the rating system on here, but guys, please tune in for next week. We should be back in next Thursday for some more of this from Gran Turismo 7 with Civics. If there is any update, we will let you know on our Facebook page and on our Discord. If you want to find us, we are Full Throttle Racing on our Facebook page, and from that you can then find links to our Discord where you can come join us, become part of our community. From me, Daxy Man, it is good night, and from the rest of us, Goodles.